Well, hi there, camper buddy. Sorry, I was just trying something new. This is my top 10 best spring anime of 2014. My name is Misty/Connexia, and you're in a bit of luck. Each season's Japan release up to over 120 new anime, so that's nearly 500 new shows for a year. Now, granted, all of these have their pros and cons, but just maybe you'd like to watch the best out of them. So after polls and research, I present to you the ones that I, myself, consider the best. Now keep in mind, for this list to fit my standard, myself again, I went ahead and blocked any continuation story. By that, I mean if a show is having a third season, I don't think they're worth being included. Despite being outstanding, you need to start by season 1, which obviously didn't come out in spring 2014. Hopefully this logic of kindergarten is not beyond you. Nah, I think you're smart enough to get it. Alright. Number 11, I introduce you the Kai Award. The Kai Award's not my decision, but what people from Stats decided was the worst anime from this season. This goes to Seikoku no Dragonar. You'd think ecchi little girls would please a lot of people, but to be honest, I don't think it's all that worth it. This show tries to be too many things at once, and it ends up being a confusing hot mess. The art is great, the concept could have been so much more though. It's set up with the Dragon Riding Academy, the art is especially good, but beyond that, I think you're best up with something else. Number 10, Akuma and the Riddle, Lesbians. Okay, now that this got your attention, let me develop a bit more. This anime got 12 episodes, easy to go through them in a day or so. It's the story of an all-girl boarding school about assassins. They all target a single girl, including the new transfer student. But things turn differently when they get to know her better. I include it as a number 10 because it's not a show for everyone. Many will dismiss it after a first glance, but I felt it was way too underrated, so I'm hoping that I can bring that up a notch. Number 9, Black Bullet, Lollies. Okay, now that this got your attention, let me develop a bit more. Black Bullet is exactly your generic anime. You have a show that's meant to be action-packy, but it has this undertone of harem little girl and unintentional comedy that makes an odd mix. Characters are pretty one-dimensional, but it allows for quick events to be processed with a smoother pace. I don't think it's a bad anime, but a lot of missed occasion. I recommend this one for completionist's sake, or if you like lolly girls, I suppose. Number 8, Selector Infected Weakruss. Now, this one, on the other hand, was a pleasant surprise, and possibly one of the best contestants for this season. This show is about a card game-ish. You have some girls who are able to hear special cards. These people are called Selector. They have to battle other Selector in a special dimension. The anime is 24 episodes long, but if you like Madoka Magica, Do not, and I repeat, do not miss the occasion to check this out. I was skeptical at first, but ended up really happy to have decided to go through it.
それから攻撃するんだ。
Number 7, Itsugi no Chaika. Oh, this one is another really entertaining show to watch. After watching so many anime, you usually get used to a trend, so when you see a generic setup, you're like, well, this is just gonna be another cliche show. But it wasn't, not at all. The anime is genuinely intriguing, like a fun puzzle to solve. While the art may seem average on a lot of sections, the animation, however, rallied it up pretty sweetly. It's a 12-episode show, so it's easy to go through. I would recommend it for its ingenuity and its novelty. I feel like knowing what it is about, I would rewatch it again.
Gakkari da ze. Mibu, omae shinken shoubu ga nozomi ka? Dattara o nozomi doori, shinken de aite o shite yaru yo.
Number 6, Mahoka Koko no Ratose. Let it be known before you even begin watching this show, this is not a super high-paced action show like your average shonen. It's pretty slow-paced. Lots of dialogue and detailed character. Usually for tendencies such as this, it normally ends up with people being full-on lovers or deep-down haters. The story is about magicians, or rather school magicians. According to your test score, you get ranked as a weed or as a bloom. Your brother gets ranked as a weed and underachiever mage, and his sister blooms. From there on, give it a try. I had fun with this one.
おい、どういうことだ。魔法の不適正使用により、桐原先輩には同行を願います。
ただいま。おかえり。後で洗うから置いておいて。
Number 5, Ishuken Friends. Ishuken Friends is a morality kind of show where it has a valor to teach and it's quite straightforward about it. This is the story of a guy who tries and become friends with a girl, but each Monday her memory gets wiped out and she doesn't even know him anymore. Despite that, Yuki tries to keep reaching out to her as he thinks she doesn't deserve to be lonely because of this. This is a heartwarming tale of 12 episodes, the animation is really fluid, and the color lean a lot on a pastel-like style. This is a slice of life, but there's always a lot of events that keeps you watching episodes after episodes.
ごちそうさま。今日も美味しかった。あれ、藤宮さんほとんど食べてなくない？
Number 4, Baby Steps. This is a sport anime, tennis more precisely, and as the title implies, it's a guy that never did sport and joined a tennis club. You'd understand he has to go with baby steps, and this is what makes this show different from the other sports anime. It's more in the aspect of slice of life, growing better at something you devote yourself to. Honestly, this is everything what Prince of Tennis wasn't, and I love Prince of Tennis. So I was skeptical watching Baby Steps, but no, this show won full points for me. Also, it is worth noting a second season is coming out in spring 2015.
Game 宮川 3-2。
疲れたからこのまま居まで寝る。
ああ、私も。
さやかも。
じゃあメイク落としてこいよ。
Number 3, Bokura wa Mina Kawaiso. There's something particular about this anime that makes it so refreshing. This is a slice of life of 12 episodes, and it's about a guy who lives on his own in a new complex. There's something genuine and intricate about this anime and their characters. They feel real, like complete, like someone you would actually meet in the street. The art is also one step above. It's shiny, it's colorful. It's a bit of a slow anime, so if you like eventful stuff, I'd recommend maybe skipping. Otherwise, I think this is a well worth looking into.
ごめん。
おかしい。絶対おかしい。俺、ほんと死ぬかも。
お好きな言葉をどうぞ。
そうだな。じゃあ手始めに水爆。こ
れはクリアンス。
Number 2, No Game No Life. I think this anime was the highlight of spring. Everyone was talking about how outstanding this show was, and it truly managed to keep you on the edge of your seat episodes after episodes. The gimmick of the show is to have several types of games where the main character can outsmart their foes. You go from poker to chess to chain words and so forth and so on. It's a really clever anime which has a lot of reversal, extremely colorful as well, so if you like vivid colors, please do jump on the occasion.
つまんねえことお前は認めないだろっつう常識的判断にかけたんだが。
なるほど。
しかし予想はしてたけど、続行不可能って条件こっちは満たせそうにないな。
ご理解いただけて何よりです。どうか私を飽きさせないでくださいませ。
勝負がついてねえのに気抜いてんじゃねえよ。分かってるけどさ、この点差がひっくり返るような奇跡は。今の1点は奇跡じゃない。取られたんだ。
And finally, number 1, Haikyuu. Haikyuu is a volleyball team that tries to reach the national. Honestly, sports anime always have the same goal. Does that make them boring? No, not at all. Because it's the development that changes everything. You have a lot of shows where the main character will win at all its match and keep moving on. That makes sense for a boring show as you always expect them to win. Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be a prime example of that, even though it's not a sport, per se. In Haikyuu, you never know the outcome. The game keeps you sucked in until the very last second.
マークしてたはずなのに。なんでそこにいる。
I know this is slightly behind schedule, but with the end of the year coming, I thought it was a good time to look back through 2014 and do some kind of recap for each season's wink wink spoilers. Now until we cover the next one, me and my crew are gonna gear up. The war is coming in less than 2 weeks, and we need straight up weapons to fight those pianos. So what did you get, you the viewer?
Well, I was thinking of getting, something for close quarter, since I got this tire iron.
Oh, I love cylinder weapon, you.
Nah, not now, Lizzie.
Yeah, no, that's fair. How about you, Lizzie? Did you get something?
Me? I'm a medic, so I don't plan on fighting, but I got a syringe. If they get too close, stab stab.
And you, Lord Vivid Color, did you get a weapon?
Who needs a weapon when you got a pillow?
Oh god, not the pillow!
Hey you! You! Hey you!
What?
Get it? Stab stab?
Lizzie, shut the fuck up.